Houston, we do got a really nice hook
We
with
do
a
got.
classic supercell. Correlation coefficient does show that there is no tornado at the moment, so we'll just have to keep an eye on that one, just in case anything does happen. Um, but yeah, we're gonna get started on the other stuff, which is going to be the Storm Prediction Center's mesoscale analysis and pivotal weather, as well as some College of DuPage visible satellite imagery. So if we get started on that, we're going to go to mesoanalysis observations. Maybe if I can get to it. There we go. All right. So we're going to start focusing on this. So what we do want to find out is the basic timing, which is mainly going to be Emmanuel, welcome back to the stream, bro. Which is the timing is mainly going to be
Okay. Sorry to interrupt you, but weather spotters reported a funnel cloud on the South Texas storm. That's
really.
what the tornado warning says.
Hmm.
Which kind of, it really doesn't surprise me. This storm is looking pretty good.
Yeah. Alrighty, so the main timing for these storms are mainly going to be probably about 3 o'clock Central Time to 5 o'clock Central Time, which is going to be the main thing. So that's what you're going to want to look out for. If we look at thermodynamics, we're going to look at CAPE and surface based. And if we take a look, I think this is 0 hour and then yeah, plus 2 hours. You can already see in about 2 hours, not even, you can see what this whole area is looking like. And if we could just get rid of overlays, I don't know why. Hold on. Okay. But if you look over here, we can see obviously 4,000 Cape in the most unstable area, as well as a little bit of pockets of 4,000. 3,500 is going to be the main worry. But, this 4,000 area is really getting a hold of southern Mississippi and the Sosa area where the last tornado hit. And if we get some surface observations, you can obviously see, I mean, dew points are obviously going to be climbing to some very high, like 70s. Um, and I'm not sure what the temperature was going to be, but if we look over here at the jet stream, we can already see in about, yeah, I mean, that low level trough is going to be digging right into the deep south. And you can see right here as this thing goes disturbed. I mean, it goes undisturbed all the way from Texas, and it keeps moving forward and hits the central southern Mississippi area. That's when things really start hit the fan, and that's when most of the photographs keep suggesting that there are going to be strong long track tornadoes. And if we keep looking here at our low level lapse rates, um, probably about 2 hours in advance. I'm not sure. I mean, you can obviously see some pretty big disturbances in southeast Louisiana as well as southern Mississippi.
Oh,
Even some in Alabama, southern Alabama, like north of Mobile. And you want to keep an eye out for that because that's going to be your main two focus points are right in here. But nothing can't be ruled out over here. So bulk shear effective of surface based. Um, you got some 20 knot, 30 knot, some 30 knot over in far southeastern Louisiana, very far, almost into the Gulf of Mexico. There's some 20 knots in north of Mobile where we were talking about, and see, I 25 knots effective over here where I'm keeping my eye out for some large tornadoes over on the border of Mississippi and Alabama. which would be, it wouldn't be uncalled for to see a pretty large and sizable tornado, but it all depends on if the ingredients come together on what could be this outbreak day. We're gonna go back to upper air analysis, which is the
Confirm weather report of a funnel cloud.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, yep, I see that. It
Report of
looks like
rotating wall cloud with a funnel cloud.
in West Columbia, there's a report of a rotating wall cloud with a funnel cloud that is heading towards Galveston. So if you're in
Odds are
those
that
areas-
touched down.
Yeah, odds are that did touch down. But if you are in those areas, be sure to take cover, as well as Mississippi here north of Dry Prom in Georgetown and those
Dry
areas
prom.
next to-
Okay. That's
Alright.
that's Louisiana.
Yeah.
You said
Alright,
Mississippi.
So back to our mesoscale analysis. We do want to keep an eye on this 500 millibar jet, which I think that's what this. Yeah, 500 millibar jet, which screams across Mississippi and Louisiana. I mean, you can obviously see some big disturbances right here and up here. So these two areas, main point of watch, surface observations. This is at the moment surface observations. So you have temperatures of 79 and dew points of 73 right over here. So this is obviously a really good area and potential area for strong tornadoes. Can't be ruled out. That's current radar right now, but we don't want to be looking at that. Thermodynamics, now we're going to look
Confirmed
at...
tornado.
Confirmed tornado. Tornado warning now confirmed.
It's spotters reported a confirmed tornado located west of West Columbia, moving east.
Alright, now we want to look at the supercell composite, which is going to be moving, and you don't really want to rely on this parameter because it's not the best thing to rely on. Hold on, let me make sure my camera...
Oh yeah, there is a debris ball now.
You always want to keep an eye on this parameter, though, because it kind of does summarize some stuff up for you, but you always want to rely on your own forecasting. And the parameter goes up to 20 and 16 in these areas, but once again, these areas are the main ones you want to be focusing on, because this area might not produce like a storm at all, and then you have this area that will produce a large supercell, and then track, long track, and you always want to keep an eye out for that. Because that
First
could be
confirmed. Yep. Tornado report here.
Here's the bulk shear, effective of 6 kilometers, so kind of surface based, but not really. You got some 40 knot shear here. I mean, it kind of weakens in this area, but that's to be expected as the storms move through. When bulk shear effective, so this is right now at the moment, 40 knot shear here, but look at South Mississippi, 65 knots and 60 knots of bulk shear at the moment, which is plenty of enough for tornadoes to be feeding off of that. Now let's look at the visible satellite. And if we look at this, you can already see some clearing in this area. And the reason we're getting so many thunderstorms and supercells in this area, and southeast Texas and eastern Texas, the reason you're getting that is because the clouds clear here, causing some surface heating, and you start to see those little pockets, like, see these in the Gulf of Mexico right there. You see these little pockets, you see them pop up every once in a while right there. You can see these little storms right along this front here. That's where they're popping off of. They just keep going, and they're doing that because of how much surface heating and instability there is, even though these storms have just passed. But there is a lot of cloud coverage over in this area of southern Mississippi, north central Louisiana. I mean, there's starting
Yeah,
to
but
be
look at
some
southeast
clearing.
Louisiana.
There's starting to be some clearing in southern Louisiana, but I feel like, I mean, there is some pocket clearing over here in Mississippi, Alabama border. So there's some clearing there. So I'd watch out for some supercells to possibly take their chance and pop up there. Let's take a look at the SPC Day 1 outlook. it'll overlay on this
Due for
hopefully.
an update. Oh, new mesoscale for me.
Surface observations. You can see the moderate risk area, and the area we want to be looking is right here. That's going to be the area where you would think anything would happen. Uh, NWS watches and warnings. You can see a watch is already in effect in that area, which for some reason is not PDS. Um, surprisingly, um, moisture convergence. That's another thing we want to look at. Um, hmm. hmm. That's doing a weird thing. Okay. Okay, but let's try and do this differently. We're gonna
Another
go look at the
mesoscale for me now.
18Z Her, and what we're looking at here is the future prediction for what the radar is going to look like. Sometimes it hits it on and gets it good. Sometimes it just completely messes it up, and you don't know what to do. But the reason I'm looking out in those areas, these areas right here in Alabama and Mississippi border, if you look in the future prediction, you can see obviously a storm moves right through here, as well as some pop-up thunderstorms here with even some small hail. But if we click on the soundings,
Oh, what?
I'm shocked at these soundings. Tornado is the possible hazard type with a supercell composite of 24.1, and Cape over here is already at 1,700 or 1,799, so 1,800 basically. Um, the LFC and LCL are very close together. Dew points are at 69, and as
Perfect.
well as temperature being at 72. So as this rises, it's going to cool off pretty rapidly, and you're going to see a rapid cool off at about barely 1 kilometer up in the air. You're going to see a rapid cool off because these are getting so close together as temperature and dew point. Moist adiabat, or I think actually wait, this is dry adiabat. I think dry adiabatic lapse rates are moving up pretty rapidly, and they stop off at about probably here at about 14.5 kilometers. So that's where your EL is going to be, and that's how tall your storm is going to be, relatively speaking. That is if they get it right, though. Once again, the HER can be wrong. And if you look at this photograph, you can easily see this is a long track photograph. Um, I mean, it's just, you don't see stuff like this on an everyday basis. And this is just insane right here. And you don't really want to look at this stuff down here because it's it's basically guesswork. But you want to take an eye at the photographs and see how they got that answer. Tornado. You know,
How is
how they
that
got
not a
that.
PDS? I'm looking at your stream and I don't know how it's not a PDS.
I don't know either. But these storms down here that form off of the QLCS, MCS type thing, you can see some resemblance of a pretty moderately strong tornado, but this is only possible, so we never know for sure. I mean, the dew points and the temperature climb and rapidly cool off at about 1 kilometer, and that's where you start to see that dry adiabatic lapse rate really start to climb up, and that's where, or how you know it's going to be a good storm because the EL is so high and your thunderstorm is so high and tall, about 14.5 kilometers, 70,000 feet, or I think that's roughly the math. Um, I mean, you easily got so much convective um, initiation there. It'll work with that. Now let's go over to the most unstable cape, where our areas are going to be seeing the worst. So I'd say if you live in Meridian, Mississippi, and maybe just a little bit east of Meridian, Mississippi, you're going to be seeing 4,100 cape get to you at about 4 o'clock. So maybe about in 1 hour, you're going to be seeing this, and this is going to be going crazy over the area because of how unstable it is. And that's why your storms are going to be getting so much energy. It's because it's so unstable and so perfect for your storms to go up. Um, Now, if you look at the surface base cape, which is the energy your storm gets at the surface, and this is what you want to look at when you're starting to forecast tornadoes. We're gonna want to look at 21Z and 22Z, which is 4 and 5 o'clock for me, but I think it's um 3 and 4 o'clock maybe for them.
It is, yeah.
So this is about right now. Um, at 21Z, you see you got 4,500 surface base joules per kilogram of energy, and now that is a lot for your storm to work with. So if your storm is able to actually work with that, then you got some big problems because of how strong it'll get. I mean, this is a PDS hazard type. LFC and LCL are pretty close together, relatively speaking. 73 dew point and 77 degrees Fahrenheit for your temperature. As these climb, they get pretty close together and then start to really rapidly cool off just above 1 kilometer. Your EL is going to be really high up because your dry adiabatic lapse rates are going so high, and I think this is dry adiabatic lapse rates. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong. But once they get to that 14.5 kilometers, once again, cap off, and that's how tall your storm is going to be. So that's going to be about 70,000 feet tall. Here is a pretty long track photograph. Once again, looks like the stream might be having issues. Possibly. Okay, we're fine. Anyways, of your areas that are going to get it, it's going to be right in that moderate risk area. Now we're going to be looking at the surface base LCL height. And now, this is where we're going to want to keep an eye out, just in case of how tall, or like, let's skip this, I got to do some more learning. Anyways, bulk shear.
You have to do learning? Oh god.
Bulk shear 0 to 1 kilometers. That's going to be your surface-based bulk shear, and effective bulk shear when it happens. So let's take a look at 21 and 22Z. So at 21Z, you can start to see that bulk shear starts to move in, and you can see a really nice patch of 52 knot bulk shear start to move into that volatile area. And at 22Z, it's there, and it is starting to really pop off at 47 knots, as well as over here, you can get some 51 knot bulk shear still. Bulk shear at 0 to 6 kilometers, which is more high base shear and gets your storm really tall. You're going to want to look at 21Z. You got 101 knots of effective shear, 0 to 6 kilometers. Very, very strong. You move 1 hour later, you still have that 87 knots of shear moving through the area. The 850 millibar, I mean, you can start to see that low-level jet that goes right across there, but, I mean, there's some pretty strong areas. I mean, relatively strong areas. I'm not sure if it's going to be able to work with how strong the low-level jet is, because of, I mean, it looks a little weak to me. But it all depends on if it comes together still. So you can see this obviously here. You got your 500 millibar mid-level jet. I mean, still screaming across central Mississippi and central Alabama, and those areas are going to be getting relatively strong storms still. Your energy, or your actually, whoops, I missed one.
We're getting a good bit of severe warnings now.
Alrighty. Your storm relative felicity, or your SRH at surface base. It looks like your storms right here. You can obviously see that little patch is going to be where the strongest bit of the storm is. Easily, lots of energy to work with for the storm, and that's at surface base. That's that surface-based SRH. So that's really going to be helping tornadoes form if they do. And if they do and can get a hold of all that unstable air and all of that and that moisture, you're really going to be working with a lot there, meaning basically there's going to be a lot of potential energy for a strong tornado. Once again, at 0 to 3 kilometers, which is more high-based in your storm, you can see once again tons of energy for your storm to work with. So, I mean, you know, basic summary here is this area would be a target area for any storm chaser. Um, but I mean, this area in here could also see some pretty strong storms too. Now let's head over to GR level 3 and go over to some of our radars. It looks like there was a TVS that was located a little bit ago. Yeah, it looks like about right here. You can see some rotation in there. Correlation coefficient according to this. Let's see what it says. Maybe.
I can't tell what the South Texas storm is anymore.
Alright, let's move off of that then.
Like it's starting to look sloppy AF.
Take a look at it. Oh, I can see. Hold on, let me get on my phone as well, just in case. Alright, I use Weather Lab on my phone. I use multiple radar apps on my phone. Yeah, it looks like this supercell's kind of going rogue at the moment, and looks like it's starting to lose a little bit of energy. But now we're gonna want to take a look in southeastern Mississippi at this severe thunderstorm warning that I just saw, and it looks like there's some renegade supercells in the areas. Yeah, tornado warning right there. There we go. Your supercell right there just has gone tornado warned. So if you are in the areas of Georgetown, Little Creeks, no.
That storm's been tornado warned.
No, it just went tornado warned right in front of my eyes.
No, it's been tornado warned, buddy.
Somerville, Tulos, Urania, you're going to want to get underground too. You may be outside of the warning, but there's possible chance.
Oh,
that
Hostility. We're
under
both
the
about to be
track.
under a tornado watch, by the way. So.
Yeah. If you are in this tornado warning, take cover now. Correlation coefficient. Oh, showing a debris ball. Look at that.
Is it?
Holy. Yeah, debris ball on that.
What radar are
storm
you
right
using there?
now.
Which one?
GR level 3.
No, I'm saying
Correlation coefficient 0.5.
Oh, KPOE. That's what I was trying to wonder.
Oh. Alright, so if you look at that, I mean, that is obviously
yeah.
a debris ball right there.
Absolutely.
I mean, I'm gonna confirm that with another radar, just to make sure that we aren't seeing anything. But I mean, that has to be. Alright. Correlation coefficient. Yeah, debris ball heading towards Lake Mississippi. So if you are in Lake Mississippi, I take cover now, because this is now tornado warned and now has a debris ball as well as a rotation in the same area.
How is that not
So,
confirmed?
I mean, this needs to go confirmed. This is a supercell and a dangerous one at that. Heading, oh, this is in Louisiana.
Yeah, it is.
Never mind. Alright, I was looking at the wrong thing. Lake Louisiana needs to get underground.
Lake Louisiana. That's a new one.
Gotta love that. Alright, hold on. Alright, I want to switch over to Mississippi again. It was Lake Mississippi that I was getting mistaken. There is a Lake Mississippi. It's getting hit by a supercell right now that has some pretty strong rotation, as well as apparently 1-inch hail in it. And we're going to want to keep an eye out on that. I'm going to go on mute. Haven
Dog.
take over.
Bog darking? Yeah.
Fog darking.
Figures. Okay, so they have just extended the tornado warning for the South Texas storm, and it's not confirmed anymore. Starting to look sloppy, but looks like it might be recycling. Actually, definitely looks like it's recycling. That might be a debris ball, but looks more like edge of the rain. We'll come back up to the Louisiana storm here, which definitely has a debris ball on it. I don't know how this is not confirmed yet, but I really feel like it should be. The storm definitely became a supercell, though. It was linear beforehand. we've got marine winds. Marine wind reports. I don't know why. Alright, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 severe thunderstorm warnings at the moment. We got 3 tornado warnings. One which is about to expire 2:30, I believe. Still not confirmed. Not exactly sure why this is not confirmed.
Alright, I'm off mute now. Sorry about that. We're gonna go back to Mississippi once again. You guys do need to take cover still, since this is a pretty dangerous storm with lots of rotation in it. Tornado possible, so your sirens should be going off now. Heading towards Lake Mississippi.
The sirens do not go off for tornado possible.
Yeah, they do.
No, they do not.
You didn't know that. Newton.
They have never gone off for that.
Newton, Mississippi. Conhada, Mississippi. Decatur,
Sounds amazing.
Hickory, Little Rock, as well as Union. You guys almost got hit before during the last outbreak, and you guys got missed, I believe. But now this supercell looks like it's going to be heading right in your guys' way. 1-inch hail also on this thing, so please do not wait. I just get underground now. Now I'm starting to see some cell coverage start to happen in Seminary, Collins, Williams, that area. Bassfield, you're starting to get some initiation right there.
Uh-oh.
Sosa, it's right to your west.
Oh no.
You're starting to get that cell initiation as well. Mount Olive is right in the middle of the cell initiation. There's not too much rotation on it yet, but it is still in a volatile atmosphere, so it's going to be heading northeastwards and start to initiate right up here. So those are going to be the cells of the day, most likely, right in Meridian. So this supercell right here, I'd say this one's going to go tornado warned, and this is going to be the one that produces that we keep seeing on the HER.
Okay, so this is what I want to wonder real quick. So, pretty much north of I-20, how is it a moderate risk? Like, is there another round of storms that's coming, or is this the main round?
Jackson?
I'm talking about in Louisiana right now, because all the storms have passed them, but nothing happened. Tell me how that was moderate risk. Unless there's another round. Like, I'm anxious to see on the 3 o'clock update if they just remove them from moderate completely.
Alright, storm initiation is really starting to fire now in these areas. You can obviously see that these things fired right through this area. Sosa, you might get hit by this cell. I'm not sure how strong it's going to be. It's not really gonna, it might just be a thunderstorm by the time it hits you. But when it passes you, it's going to collide with these storms right here. Most likely, as long as they don't. It looks like that supercell in Lake might be starting to weaken a little bit. But these storms are going to start to fuel off of each other and start to move towards the Meridian area.
Ooh, looks like storm initiation might start happening in Louisiana, southeastern.
those areas are going to be the ones you really want to watch out for because they're going to be the ones that actually produce. And I mean, you start to look at these and you think like nothing much is going to happen, but like until it goes into a classic hook echo and you get that PDS tornado warning, I mean, that's when you really start to think, oh, I should get underground. No, don't think that then, think that now. You should really start to get ready if you haven't already. If you live in Meridian, Stonewall, Quitman, Paulding, all those areas right here, the areas I'm circling right now, you want to be sure to be ready. Actually, it looks like
Speaking of circling, is there any way I can draw stuff?
not that I know of.
Like I can just download a program and it just makes me allow me to draw. Like
I'd probably say that then.
how to draw on PC.
Let's go back to that tornado warning, Georgetown. There's not much rotation anymore. Correlation coefficient does. That might be a debris ball right there, though. So tornado possibly still on the ground. So those areas that are under that tornado warning, make sure to be in cover. Okay, let's take a look at the Galveston storm. Not sure what that's doing. It looks like it's cycling now. Let's look on our phone real quick because that's gonna that'll really tell me. Houston radar. So let's take a look at this real quick. Yeah, it looks like that storm is cycling.
For sure.
But it looks like it's just not. It's gonna be a hail producer. Is gonna be its main thing. It looks like it doesn't have too much energy anymore. Let's head up.
Yeah, it's getting closer to the coast too.
Let's head up into northern. That's not northern Texas.
Hell, it might be even getting like a sea breeze that's cutting it off.
Yeah. The Red River. So Reno, Sun Valley, Blossom, Paris, and Toco. You want to be keeping an eye on this storm. It looks like a pretty major hail producer. Might be underway already. 50-mile-per-hour wind gusts as well as 1-inch hail. So definitely stay away from windows just in case. Now we're gonna go into Arkansas. Fort Smith. This is really close to radar, so I'm not sure how well of a reading I'm gonna get off. Let's go to we're gonna go to Tulsa radar. But it looks like this thing, looks like just a wind gust producer, probably 70 mile per hour, 60 mile per hour, I guess. According to them, it's going to be 60 miles per hour, but definitely a line of severe storms right there. Looks like the severe thunderstorm warnings are really starting to ramp up in, Louisiana, northern Louisiana, and Mississippi as well. So it looks like this storm is really starting to kind of weaken right there. I don't know if it just lost its energy or if it... Oh, I think I see what happened. It looks like it's starting to cycle off to this storm right here. So yeah, it's still well going. It is still going at it right now.
I'm gonna take that crap off the screen.
It looks like these cells right here, they are still going.
I gotta. Oh, just do that.
I'm gonna take a look at the Storm Prediction Center real quick. We're gonna check out what they're saying.
Yeah, look at the mesoscale from my area.
Mesoscale discussion for southern Louisiana and a little bit of southeast Louisiana. New tornado watch will likely be needed. 95% probability of watch issuance. Lots of destabilizing air around Lake Charles at according to 18Z. Alright, looks like there's some stronger rotation starting to be recorded over there, but that is because I'm on a different radar. That's pretty far away from that according rotation.
I'm drawing on the screen now.
Oh yeah.
I literally just downloaded a program real quick. Like maybe it lets me.
What's it called?
Epic Pen.
I'm gonna download it. Hold on. Maybe my internet just decided to not.
Did it decide to die?
Yep.
We're due for a new update from the Storm Prediction Center any moment now.
Tired. What's everybody talking about Ohio for? What's going on?
What do you
There's
mean?
something going around about Ohio and how they're gonna take over the world.
What?
I don't know what that's about. I don't know. Apparently, Ohio's gonna take over the United States.
Yeah, okay.
Hey, you just got put under a tornado watch.
Yeah, I know I did. I'm sure. It'll probably be to my west, if anything.
No, you're under it. Just barely. Alright, let's see this epic pen.
Nope, it's the same thing as Sunday. You gotta be kidding me. I'm literally a mile away from the warrant and from the watch again. It's the freaking same thing. I kid you not.
Alright. Let's try and use this.
How do I get so unlucky like that? I'm literally a mile from being under a tornado watch.
How do I get rid of the drawing? Oh, undo. Okay.
Watch this is somehow a PDS. I'm gonna freak out.
No, it's not.
It better not be.
Alright, so now
That'll
that
put
we
us still
have
under the
actual
tornado watch.
What the heck? Okay.
Yep, they just did.
Okay. So now that we have a tool to use for that, we're gonna look at these areas here.
Love it how they're issuing a
It
tornado
looks
watch for a
like this-
2% area. of tornadoes. Yep, although the likelihood of tornadoes is high.
What was that? Oh, no, no.
Because that makes sense, right?
Oh, good. Okay,
Likelihood of tornadoes high, but I'm under 2%. Okay.
so the areas that we thought that were starting to really fire up, which is this area right here, is starting to really track this way towards that storm up in Newton. So, oh, that is way too big of a circle, and we need to fix that right now.
Come on now, you can't mess up with the circles.
Alright, so this area right here, these storms, as well as Sosa, those storms.
That's a fat.
We're
That's a
going to-
fat.
that is not okay.
That's a fat line right there. I don't know how it got
Yeah,
there.
this whole area. It looks like what it's going to be doing is combining.
Combining. Yeah, that's totally a word.
It is.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is. Combining.
It's combining. Not combining.
That's how we say it.
Well, I don't know what crack you smoke then.
It's heading towards there. Newton. You guys are really going to get screwed here in a minute. Because the main thing here is that there's such an unstable atmosphere right in between this area. And once this storm hits it, it's going to explode right as it hits here. And basically, once it hits there and explodes, it's going to combine with this once it does explode. It really does depend, though, if this storm moves out of the area in time for this to actually take over this area. So once that happens, it really depends on if it'll go tornado warned, severe warned, just really depends.
Not warned. Oh, great, I have to deal with people on their freaking motorcycles.
Okay, so we are going to take another look at the storms moving into Vicksburg in that area.
There isn't much going on.
Yeah, there isn't much. Yeah, but that's a pretty big line of storms with some straight-lined winds, I'd expect. So, why did my stream just stop? My stream just stopped.
Did it?
Yeah.
You were making fun of me last week because I had a failed stream. Well,
Oh my god. Well, I mean, at least it went off when there's not too much happening, but like, still, shit. Alright, I'm just gonna keep an eye on it, I'll fix it in a minute. Dude, Sosa might get nailed again.
like no tornadoes at all. All these areas are severe. Oh, that storm? How is that not tornado warned? This storm that's about to hit Newton, I don't know how it's not tornado warned.
Did I ask?
That's a hook.
Just kidding.
That is most definitely a hook. Just north of Soso, there's a severe thunderstorm warning.
Really?
Yep. overlap some places in this tornado watch.
Really?
Yeah, like Houston's under it again, Monroe's under it again.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so there is a second round. I'm about to say, there's no way that was the only round. Probability of tornadoes high. Yeah, 2% tornado. Yeah, I was wondering why it was I was wondering why it said probability of tornadoes high. But doesn't that mean the whole tornado watch area though?
Maybe.
They've issued a special marine warning for the
Haha. Joking though.
Texas coast where that supercell is going. The interesting part about it is that the description of the special marine warning doesn't even have tornadoes or water spouts possible in it. But it's a tornado warning storm. That makes no sense at all. So I guess they're gonna let the tornado warning expire then? Alright, well I'm just gonna take my focus off that then. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 severe warnings.
Fuck. What the shit kind of photograph is that?
I'm still streaming!
Hold on, Hayden. Get on Discord. Look at this.
I have to load Discord because I closed it.
No,
Okay, I
ew.
see. Let me see. Oh!
It
What is
flopped.
that?
It
Where's that at?
flopped.
Where's that at? Oh, you click up there.
Right here. On May 1st. What is that? Is it okay? Does it need medical attention?
Uh-huh. So much supercell composite.
Much supercell composite. Much 79 knots. What the? Okay.
Why are there 3 marine warnings off the Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama, and Florida coast?
I don't know.
A wind bore front. What the hell does that mean? Wind gust nearly 50 knots. I don't know what a wind bore front is, so. Is that an outflow boundary?
What? No.
I mean, it gives
An
a
outflow
terrible
boundary
explanation.
is so cold air from a thunderstorm and the rotation from the storm, the sheer
What
force
is
of
a
all
wind
of its
bore
energy.
front then?
I don't know. Never heard of it in my life. I honestly might just stay unlive streamed and make sure people on your stream are informed. Oh, what was that noise? Maybe we should get a Stildy in here.
There's a girl screaming out my window.
I heard that. I was wondering what that was.
She's on a bike yelling. She's like 4, if that.
We should get a Stildy in here, see if he can predict some weather.
He can try.
Alright, let's do it.
And he's a part of this.
Yes. Of course he... Sure. Hayden, you got 200 subscribers yet?
I don't know. I haven't been checking. No. I don't really care though. I'd rather not hit
There
it
you
on the
go,
weather
now you
stream
have
anyway.
200. Now you have 200.
That's a lie.
I'm joking.
There's just a little bitty rain shower that's sitting to my north. It's trying to form into something. But I don't know if it's got what it takes to do it.
Oh, God, the guts.
I don't think this storm has the guts.
Remember the storms I said was gonna merge? They merged.
Where?
South of Meridian.
Southwest of Meridian?
Yesent.
Not much going on. You know how they issue the box? Like the box of the Tornado Watch? Well, I'm in the box.
Oh.
So that means
Oh.
I'm in the Tornado Watch.
Oh. Oh.
I'm not my parish isn't in it, but I'm in the box. So
Wait, hold on. How does that make sense?
don't know. Go ask the box.
Designer. Storm Prediction Centre.
Like I'm saying, click on the watch and click aviation. Because they're not.
Oh, I know what
covered.
you're talking about. I know what you're
That
talking
that
about.
red box. I'm in the red box, but I'm not in the red shaded area.
That's for aviation.
Yeah, but I'm still under the Tornado Watch. Okay, so let me go fly up to the sky then. I'll be under it. Alright, fine.
What? No. How?
You said aviation.
And?
I'm still okay. According to the box, I'm under it. I'm under it, okay? Fine, I don't care. I'm under it.
Then be under it.
I'm under it.
Good.
I'm glad that I'm under it. There's not crap going on right now. In the wake of severe warnings, there's a lot going on, but you know. We're not worried about severe warnings right now. We're worried about tornadoes.
Yeah, nothing much is happening at the moment.
You said 3 o'clock was the peak point. Guess what? It's 3 o'clock.
Well, wait.
Wait, the day 1 outlook should be updating any second now.
High risk.
You're
Not
lying.
really. Not yet. Hold on, I'm gonna check Twitter if that's where it happens. Why?
I'm gonna play Wii Sports.
Actually?
There's nothing going on, so why not? You thought I was lying, didn't you?
Yep.
Well, I'm not, so I'm actually playing Wii Sports.
I'm gonna watch Family Guy.
Well, oh, day 1, it's there, but it hasn't updated. It's there, boys.
So it's obviously not a high.
Well, maybe. But I really
Huh?
doubt it would be a high. I'd be really surprised if it was a high risk right now.
Imagine getting high.
We're still sitting on the waiting for the new update any minute now while I play Wii Sports. I'm spamming
Nice.
the refresh button.
The reflectivity button? The refreshtivity.
Tornado watch likely in Alabama. Yeah, that's obvious. The front's a stationary front now, and it's not anywhere near where it was forecast to go. It's staying south. It's not a warm front, it's a stationary front now.
Really?
Yeah. That's what the mesoscale says. Come on, update. Wait, I'm under enhanced. I'm
Oh,
pretty
good.
sure.
Oh, no way. Yeah, they
Gabe.
did.
Gabe, I'm
Yeah.
under enhanced.
You gave
It's a
me a heart
miracle.
attack. Thanks.
Yeah, I'm actually under enhanced.
Huh. Huh.
Let's go!
Dun, 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 dun,
Still
dun,
waiting
dun,
to be
let's
able to
go.
click on this.
It'll be about a few hours.
Yeah, okay. I I freaking knew they were gonna do this, dude. Like, I'm smarter than the SBC. What did I say was gonna happen? I literally told you this too. I know I'm bragging for no reason. Just don't mind me.
I'm not sure what to say anymore.
Cause like legit, my 2 weeks of forecasting was better than the SBC. I hope you realize that. I'm so petty. I'd like to be able to click on this and actually, like, read it, but let me click on this.
What was that, Hayden?
I ripped the mic out on accident. Why can't this update already?
You okay, Hayden?
No. Oh, what are you doing here? You're quiet, Acidity.
Not.
Nort.
Nort.
Hey, Acidity, guess what? You're under a tornado watch.
I see that. Something
I feel like that's why he joined the stream. I feel like he just knew.
I just
And
knew somehow.
I'm under enhanced risks now, so.
I've been like refreshing the search of Tornado Watch Baton Rouge or something like that. And it's like, oh, okay, it's here now.
There's another mesoscale for the Mississippi. I'm under enhanced now, so. And I'm also like I'm on the edge of the tornado watch. I'm literally a mile away from being under the tornado watch.
I think I'm just barely in it.
You are.
At least I get to say I'm in a tornado watch. Closest I'll ever get.
This is literally the same thing that happened last Sunday. I was out of the tornado watch by 1 mile. And that's the same thing that's on right now.
That's.
I'm literally playing Wii Sports just waiting for the freaking threat to go up. Oh, there we go. I can see this now. They moved 5% tornado all the way to the coast. I'm under 30% wind, not quite 30 hail. Actually, that 30 hail is not updated. The hail threat has not updated yet. That's still the same. Great. Hostility, you're under 10% tornado hatched, 30% wind, and 30% hail hatched.
Is that a lot or no?
Yeah, that's
Oh.
that's the enhanced for all risks.
Rip.
I'm under slight for tornado, enhanced for wind, and slight for hail. I guess the hail threat's not moving. They didn't really shave back much of the moderate risk though.
Yes.
Yes. And.
Not.
Oh, gee.
How much is going on, man? What is this? I'm on the Jackson Sissamissy radar.
Yearnt.